supposed to actually help us, look younger and much better. So basically, this yoga practice, it's based on our body's energy, right? And according to research and practitioners, there are 7 fields of our energy. There's 7 fields of energy in our body. According to research and practitioners, there are 7 fields of our energy. There's 7 fields of energy in our body. So these are also called chakras, right? So this practice is supposed to clean all those chakras, all those energy fields that we have. So these energy fields are, responsible from our endocrine system, which is basically a network of our glands and other organs that's, helping our body function, as well as aging process. So practicing them every day basically regulate our hormones and endocrine system, and that's how it actually helps with aging process, and you look definitely younger than you are.
That's incredible. I've got to start doing these, and you said it's only 15 minutes a day, so that's perfect.
You should start doing them, and 15 minutes if you do them 21 reps. But if you start off with like 3 reps, let's say, that's even quicker, believe me.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely squeeze that into my day if it helps me look younger, right?
As soon as you get up in the morning, that's going to help you with your energy level throughout the day too. You're going to feel more energized. You're going to feel much better. And you're going to be more focused on things that you're doing, like mental clarity. Definitely.
Now, when I was doing my research on this, I read that there's Tibetan rites or some type of move to help with gray hair. So I wanted to ask you about that. That caught my attention.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, honestly, again, as I was doing my research too and I read about it, there are like thousands of claims and saying that it does help. So even like Dr. Oz, Deepak Chopra, those big names are practicing them. So I'm sure it does help, but personally, I haven't experienced them yet.
Yeah, so I don't really have, I don't have gray hair, so I can't really test it, but I definitely think that's, that would be a huge benefit if it actually helps with that.
There was a story that I heard from my mentor who actually suggested this yoga practice to me last year, and who has seen results himself with gray hair, strength, conditioner, and
wow.
as well as exactly he himself did say. And then he told me about a story, not a story, but the experience, a man who actually did about for 6 months this practice, all like straight 6 months, and have seen that his hair got darker. So he started, all those gray hair turn into darker.
Wow. I guess it's probably also because these poses probably help you, to relieve stress and things like that. So I'm assuming that helps with, the aging hair.
Absolutely. Definitely. It's like, it is definitely helping reduce stress and anxiety, for sure.
That is excellent. And who would you recommend Tibetan yoga for?
Honestly, I could recommend anyone who's looking like physical, mental, and spiritual improvement in their lives. Like, again, so any individual can practice this. They don't have to have any background in yoga or physical activity. Again, gradually they can start doing them and be part of their day. And I'm sure they're going to see great results. And also, but I just want to put out there that if individuals, let's say they have some certain conditions, maybe if they have any breathing problems, or if they had maybe recent surgery, if they have any maybe neurological disorder like Parkinson's disease, because it might cause poor balance, or if they have any problem with dizziness, then I would just recommend them to check with their doctor or health provider and get clearance and then do them. But anyone can do this. Honestly, there is no age limitation. Again, anyone looking to increase their energy, anyone looking for their vitality, strength, coordination, improve sleep, reduce, again, stress and anxiety, they can definitely benefit from that.
I'm so glad that you clarified and said that it only takes 15 minutes a day, because when I first read about this, I saw that you're supposed to do the poses 21 times, and I thought that meant like you're supposed to actually sit down and do these 21 times every day, as opposed to doing 21 reps all at once. So
Oh no, my dear. Let me clarify that. So there are 5 exercises. There are 5 moves, and you are supposed to do them 21 times each. So yeah, and every day. So yeah. So
yeah, when I first read it, I just mean like I thought that meant you were supposed to take time out of your day, like 21 different times per day. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
sorry, I'm so
Yeah.
no, no, no. Yeah, it
So
takes
I'm glad that you clarified that, you do each pose 21 times, and it should only take 15 minutes, because at first
exactly.
that really threw me off when I was doing my reading. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it takes all routine takes about 15 minutes of your day, and that's about it. And then you'll see those beautiful, effective results.
um, all right. And when did you first hear about Tibetan yoga? Which I believe you already said this, but
Yeah, it was back. It was last year actually, back in September, when I was talking to my mentor, and who himself, experienced like who'd been practicing that and seeing great result. And he was like, MJ, please just do them every day. You don't have to do anything else, because I've been doing a lot of fitness work too, workouts like 30-40 minutes of those HIIT workouts, and so that's why I mentioned like so I tried them first. I'm like, oh, that's so easy and quick. Is it really going to help me with all these benefits? And then as I've been doing them, yes, it's true. And so I'm so happy, and I'm sure anyone definitely should try it out and see how definitely works for them.
now, do you happen to know the difference between Tibetan yoga and other types of yoga? It's fine if you don't know the answer or you can't explain it. I just thought I should ask, because my mom is like very big into yoga, does it all the time. But I don't know. I don't know what type she does. So
To be honest, again, so I this is actually, I should say, this is my first practice of yoga. I have done like hot yoga maybe a couple of times.
yes, I've done that as well, where you go into the really hot room and you just kind of sweat a lot. That is something else.
Oh yeah, it was a great experience for me. It was like for about 90 minutes. 90 minutes, like hour and a half, I was there. Oh my God, like sweat and sweat. That was crazy, to be honest. Um, and I've done that for a couple of times. Is most again, one thing is that we are sometimes the days are so full of our schedule is so full, and we're running back and forth. So sometimes you're just looking for something quick and effective. So that's why this is so quick and effective. And of course, other types that I'm sure they have a lot of benefits in terms of flexibility and weight loss and coordination, strength, and other benefits. But personally, I love this. And other yoga practices, they also have different moves, and I'm sure each one has their own benefits. There are 5 of them. There are 5 exercises, or you should say maybe, or we should say rites or poses, and each pose should be done 21 times, 21 repetitions. However, it's also recommended for individuals that if they don't have any background in yoga or physical activity, they can start off with low repetitions, maybe like 3 repetitions first week. Every day, do those 5 moves, right? 5 poses. And then next week, the week 2, they can increase by 2 and 5. So until they reach that 21, which is about week 10, you reach that 21 repetitions. And after that point, you just keep doing that every day. So I actually did hear about this last year. I did a lot of research. I read great things about it. I was very impressed. And I'm like, wow, there's such only 5 moves. It takes about 15 minutes of your day. How effective is that? So I started trying them. Believe me, sometimes we are so used to doing certain things, right? Especially like me, like I like to do those like hits, intense workouts, right? And just trying them, and I'm like, oh wow, they're so easy and quick. I was pretty judgmental at the beginning, to be honest. I'm just telling this out there because sometimes people can be like, oh really? This is really effective. And so in terms of benefits, I should say it definitely increase your energy, your reduce your anxiety, stress, so you feel calm, circulation, body circulation, as well as your mental clarity, flexibility, improve sleep, and many more. So it has been a great experience for me. And so yeah, and there are five of them. So if you want me to explain them like quickly, I can do that. We're gonna also show in the videos too, actually.
Yeah, yeah. That would be great if you could also kind of explain like what the different poses are.
Absolutely, absolutely. So the first one, it's actually called spinning. So basically, you're standing, you get your arms out extended, and you spin clockwise for 21 reps. And then the second move will be lying on your back, getting your hands, arms on the sides, and leg raises all the way, like straight up and down. Again, 21 reps. The third one, you are kneeling, right? And then you bend backwards at your waist level as much as possible. The fourth one will be sitting down, having your legs out straight, and bridging up and down. And the fifth one, which is flexing from upward dog to pike. And they are pretty easy, and also quick, as I mentioned. However, I always recommend individuals to start with special care. Again, low reps, and then you can increase gradually as your body adapts to that many reps that you're doing, and the following is going to be easier because your flexibility gets better and better, and they're going to become even easier for you to do them.
All right. And I guess out of the five poses, which one would you say is your favorite if you have one?
Sure. I mean, they're all great, but I think the last one, the one that you flex from upward dog to pike, and from my video, you can say I love pike.
I'm gonna say, yeah.
I love core exercises.
Yeah. I can tell when I was watching that, I was like, oh my goodness, I would just roll right off that. Like, I don't know how you were doing that. That was incredible.
Oh, thank you so much, dear. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Can you talk about maybe a little bit of the history of Tibetan yoga?
Absolutely, sure, dear. So it's actually they're about 2,500 years old. Those practices, those moves like that yoga practice. So 2,500 years old. But so I think they were introduced by first monks and who like the leaders of Buddhism, and then in 1939. Actually, it was very first time there was a publication called The Eye of Revelation. And then there was another book afterwards, which was about ancient history of, I believe it was called Fountain of Youth, because this yoga practice called Fountain of Youth. And so all these publications explain all these poses in details and how it's actually helping individuals, especially with youthing, and since then, a lot of people have been practicing and seeing great results. And honestly, to be honest, since I've been doing them, believe me, everyone like as I'm going somewhere, and they ask my age, and I'm like, okay, please guess. I'm just like, and believe me, they've been like. Since I've been practicing, I've been getting great compliments about my age, at least 5-10 years. I'm like, really? Wow. So I myself experiencing that. But let me tell you how it's.
Is there anything else that you would like to add or that you think people should know about this? I know we've covered a lot, but
No, I think your questions were very informative. Actually, thank you so much. And I think we have answered a lot of things that I'm sure individuals want to know.
definitely.
Yeah, and I just want to say thank you so much for having me. I'm very happy and to be here, and I'm hoping that we all this information we provided will help anyone that they are looking to improve their overall wellness and health.